Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Rosaline and I help Muslim women love themselves unapologetically so that they can build healthier relationships. Now I want to start this video with an ayah. It's one of my favorite ayahs in the Quran. I have many, but this is one of my favorite ones. It's from Surah Ar-Ra'd. I forgot the verse, but where Allah says that He will not change the condition of people until they change what's within themselves. Now this really got me thinking about the whole field of psychology. That this really pinpoints everything when it comes to psychology of the mind and the way you think, is that the condition of your internal world will always determine where you are in life. So if you're constantly complaining, or you're feeling down about yourself, or you're talking negatively to yourself, you'll find that your life is not going the way that you want it to go. And I really believe that this coincides with the whole self-love topic, and the whole self-love that indulging in things will make you happy. And I really believe that that's not self-love. Self-love is not how many things you can have. Self-love is not binge watching something that's not going to benefit you. Self-love is not running away from your problems. And I feel like the whole self-love, notion nowadays is all about what you can have. Like, oh, let me go on a shopping spree to make myself feel better, or let me go for a hot chocolate and make myself feel better. I'm not saying that you can't have that. I'm not saying that you can't indulge in things. It's good to indulge in things. It's good to indulge in the things that make you feel happy. But if you're not already operating from a state of happiness, then how is anything going to make you happy? And I honestly believe that this is the reason why Allah says in the Quran that your wealth and your family will be a test for you. Not in a bad way, but because you're not going to find happiness. If you think having wealth is going to make you happy, then you'll be in a shock. You'll be in such a shock when you find out that it's not. This is why you find celebrities so unhappy. This is why you find, like, nowadays there's a higher suicide. We are living in the highest suicide rate, and we are advancing in technology, but people are more and more unhappy. And it's not because they don't have everything, because Allah has created everything abundantly, but it's because they don't feel like it's enough. They don't feel like they are enough. Because when you feel really down about yourself, it's not because you don't have the things that you want. It's just because you feel like you're not good enough, and that you're not worthy enough, and that you don't deserve anything. And when you start thinking about self-love, and you start filling yourself with love without the things that you think will make you happy, that's the key to self-love. Because trust me, when you're awake in the middle of the night, or when you can't sleep at night because you're crying your eyes out, and you have no one around you other than Allah, and the conversation that you have with Allah, there is nothing that will pick you up other than yourself. When you find yourself in that state where you're begging Allah for help, and you're begging Allah, asking Allah, what do I do? I feel useless, I feel worthless, what do I do? Only you can make the choice. Only you can make that choice to either move on or stay stuck. Only you can make that choice to think, you know what, I'm gonna push forward, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get up, get out, do it. If you don't have that mentality, no amount of acquiring anything will make you love yourself, because you're trying to tell yourself that I'm only worthy if I have those things. And when you're in that state, when you don't want to get out of bed because you don't feel like it's pointless, you have nothing to look forward to, that's because you determine that love is outside of yourself. That not having the things that you thought meant love means you're not worthy enough, and you don't deserve anything. And that's what I find with a lot of people nowadays. A lot of women that I've spoken to in the past, my clients, the number one reason why they are stuck in life and they feel so horrible about themselves and not their weight, because your weight is not an issue. It's the underlying reason, like the reason why you can't lose weight, and it's not because of the food. It's because you don't feel good enough, and you probably have a voice in your head that's not yours. It could have been a parent, it could have been a bully from school, it could have been a teacher, it could be a relative. But you have a niggling voice in your mind that's talking negatively 24/7 to you, criticizing you, telling you that you're not good enough. That voice is not you. It's been instilled in you from childhood, and you've carried it and you've dragged it along to today, to the person you are today. And the only way to overcome that is to honestly believe within yourself that you are good enough. You are good enough. You are good enough. You are good enough. You're important. You matter. You're worthy. You deserve love. You're worthy of love. You are lovable. If you start talking to yourself in this way, I promise you, and I've said it in all my other videos, I promise you that this will change. Your mind will change. Your life will change. The minute you decide that I am enough just the way I am, it's the minute that your life will change. And it's not about how much things you have. It's not about having things. It's about being the person. It's about making that change and being the person that will carry you in life. Because life is not against you, it's for you. Life is always for you. The struggles you go through is always for you, to build you, to create resilience in you, to make you a stronger, wiser, better, to make you everything. If that makes sense. You are enough just the way you are. Allah created you perfectly. There's nothing more that you need. You have everything. Allah has given you everything. He's given you more than enough to cope in this world. But it's just that you keep thinking that I need to get more. I need to have more. I need to acquire more. And once you hit that point where you say, you know what, it's enough. I'm enough. I'm good enough. No matter what happens, I am always enough. It's when you'll change. Inshallah, I really hope you benefited from this video. If you would like to book a call with me, please click the link in my description box, inshallah. And I will speak to you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.